The subway system in Manhattan, part of the experience here in New York. Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Knicks, solid start to the season so far, sitting in 6th place. And, of course, the Hornets, they're much further down in the standings right now.
And checking out Charlotte, so far it looks like the adjustments they've made in the offseason aren't going to produce the desired effect.
And remember, this was a team that had talked about the importance of getting off to a quick start. This has been a worst-case scenario. Their confidence looks shaken.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Rozier and Monk, they're the backcourt. Batum is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Biyombo at center. And for the Knicks, Smith and Trier, the tandem in the backcourt. Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. And it's Robinson in at the 5. Doris, teams sometimes struggle right out of the blocks. When do they generally hit, in your opinion, the panic button?
Well, let's hope the panic button doesn't get hit for anybody, Kev.
Kidd-Gilchrist finds Biyombo. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Back to Monk. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by New York. Getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
And they'll be seeing each other 4 times this year. This is the first meeting, looking for a good start in the series.
I think each team obviously will be looking to dictate the tempo and set the tone early.
To the left wing. And it's all evened up. Monk's got 7 points.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. Number 1, the Knicks.
You know, allowing the fewest points per game in the entire league. Their defense has been dominant. Tremendous scheming by the coaches. The players are skilled. They're motivated. This is a very tough bunch to score on.
Some nice passing by New York here. Nice shot by Portis.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Monk, Combo trying to break free, and that one good. And that's now 9 points for Malik Monk. New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. To the right side. Here's Trier. Rozier defending. Trier, that's good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And this Charlotte franchise has been stuck in the middle for so long with Kemba Walker leaving this summer in free agency, Greg. Is it time for them to hit the reset button?
A rebuild does seem in order. I'm not sure they have the stomach for it, but they need to tear it down to the studs and start over.
Last game for the Charlotte Hornets, it was a loss to the Pistons.
You know, it seemed like once it went to overtime, the confidence from both teams just really seemed to go in opposite directions, and unfortunately for them, they were on the wrong side of that equation.
Pass to Batum. He kicks it to Monk. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Rozier. They get it back. New York leading by 4. There's 37 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Randall goes up and lays it nice and easy. Randall's got 9 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Combo dishes to Batum. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Cody Zeller's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Williams comes in for Kid Gilchrist. Bridges, he's checked in for Nicholas. Some changes for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez comes in for Marvin Williams. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Malik Monk. Mitchell Robinson out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Smith, and it's Knox in at the 3. That's the 5 for New York right now. Robinson with the block. And now the Knicks on the break. Smith with the ball. Off the left rim and out. So for New York, their last game, a win against the Mavericks.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And that's exactly what happened. Guys came off the bench ready to play. The offense didn't miss a beat.
Just 4 to shoot. Rozier for 3. And so the ball is out of bounds. Rozier touched it last. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And looking at that Nets matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll. And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Bacon off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. The Knicks leading by 10. And the ability to stretch the floor from the power forward spot doors becoming almost a requirement. That's worked out well for Marcus Morris.
Boy, when he comes into the league, Kevin, 2011, he was viewed as that classic tweener. That at one point was a negative level. The game has now shifted his direction because of his versatility.
And that one drops for him. We've got 1:08 left here in the second. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season, but for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. And a new group in for the Knicks. Portis, he's checked in for Robinson. Randall comes in for Marcus Morris. It's checked in for Kevin Knox. And it's Trier in for Dennis Smith. Charlotte also making some changes. Biyombo, he's checked in for Zeller. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Bridges. And it's Batum in for Dwayne Bacon. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Batum. And the Hornets miss again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now, here's Barrett. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. And Barrett gets it to go.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
And now Randall pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And Randall throws it down.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's New York up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hey, all eyes on me. All right, nice work out there. I like the attention to detail. I like the hustle. I like the sense of urgency y'all are playing with, all right? Now, I want y'all to put a body on someone constantly, all right? Anytime that ball is up for grabs, put a body on it, all right? Make them feel you. I want these guys to be sick and tired of you by the end of this game. right? So get physical, push them around. That's how we put them away. All right, bring it in. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Cody Zeller's checked in for Biyombo. Williams comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Bridges, he's checked in for Malik Monk. And Dwayne Bacon subbed in for Terry Rozier. Free throw off from Payton. Here these defensive coaches in our meetings, Doris, talk about their players staying on a string, helping the helper. Help defenders in this league are important.
No doubt, and there are certain guys who are gifted defensively. Paul George, to me, was a Defensive Player of the Year category. Rudy Gobert, multi-time winner of the Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy is considered a great shot blocker, and no question that's the case, but it's because his defensive rotation is so good. Guys like Marcus Smart, the ones willing to give up their body, fly around the floor, be great anticipators. I mean, that impacts winning.
Aren't they fun to watch?
So fun.
On the court for the Hornets, Williams and Zeller make up the front court. Aiken is out there with Batum, and it's Bridges in at the 3. For the lead, the Hornets rebound. Now here's Batum, guarded closely. Williams trying to break free. Batum, good. Batum's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Here's Knox, defended by Bridges. Here's Payton. No good that time. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. New York's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Here's Knox. Hits it from three-point range. Knox has got 7.
I'll tell you, the catch-and-shoot game of Kevin Knox, he's got to have it in his arsenal, and he does.
Outside, Batum. And the versatile wing, Nick Batum, wants a do-it-all scorer, but Greg, he's started to take less of an active role in offenses lately.
And Batum has been asked to do less volume scoring, but it's helped his efficiency as a player. Now past 30 years of age, you could see his role on teams being similar to that of Andre Iguodala's as he ages in the league.
No good on the free throw.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Julius Randle's checked in for Kevin Knox. And Barrett subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Good on the second free throw. New York's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
New York shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Hornets trail by 5. Now Monk. 14 points for him. Five on the clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Gomez has got 8 points.
I tell you, you have to have a nose for the ball. Picking up points on the offensive glass, that is the relentlessness Willie is known for.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. It's the Knicks leading by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And New York, looking at who they've got. Randall and Portis patrol the middle. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Barrett. Batum passes to Zeller. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the paint. Here's Randall. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Charlotte calls timeout. Charlotte making some changes. Rambo, he's checked in for... Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Gomez kicks to Williams. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
This is the confidence you love seeing. Sometimes Williams wastes no time in getting his shot off.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 5. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Julius Randle.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Gomez. Monk comes in for Williams. And it's Rozier in for Biyombo. Randall. 40 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Fades back. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Now, here's Monk. Not a lot of room. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Trier. Barrett with the ball. And Barrett slams it in.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And so it's the Knicks with the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to...
For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports Group, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.